this episode of Inside Houston Real Estate, we have been given exclusive access to give you a first look at two recently completed penthouses in what I believe to be one of the most luxurious high-rises in all of Houston. Now, we have done a full tour of this building, and I will post that at the end of this video. Before I get started with the tours, I want to give a huge thank you to Dasha and Kayla, as well as Tim and Nicole. I happened to bump into them at an event this past Sunday, and they came up and told me that they watched the channel. Thank you for your continued support. And I also want to say hello to Sharia and Chris, who are my new clients moving here from Alabama. They have dubbed me the OG realtor here in Houston. And for all of you all, I thank you for your support and encouragement. It keeps me going. So without any further ado, let's get these penthouse tours started. All right, so the first penthouse we're going to share with you today is unit number 4003. It is the smallest of the two penthouses we're sharing. And on the floor plans, this is known as penthouse number 1. Now, this is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,412 square feet. And this exact apartment home that we are in is listed for $12,500. Now, immediately stepping into the entryway, you can see straight out towards the Galleria, but let me point out a couple of things in the entry foyer. So at top here, you have a small tray ceiling with a nice light fixture to illuminate the entry. Immediately to the left, you have a decent sized coat closet. And then the highlight of this entry foyer, if you will, is going to be these two herringbone pattern tiled walls. And I believe that is marble. I'll have to double check that, but you have down lighting here on the one on the right. And here on the left, you have another accent wall. Now, what's nice about this apartment home is you have flat walls throughout and luxury vinyl plank flooring, so there is absolutely no carpet. But folks, this is a nice sized great room. Look at the space here. And there's great separation in between the bedrooms. We will step out to the balcony in a second, but first, let's take a look at this beautiful kitchen. Large island, not quite a waterfall edge on the island countertop here, but it is very nicely done. And down below the island here, which you can see 4 bar stools here, there are 4 cabinets down below. And to the right, you have basically a dry bar area with a nice mirror, down lighting as well. And stepping into the kitchen, you have a built-in Gen Air refrigerator. Absolutely love the handles on this refrigerator. And let's take a look at the inside. Now, this is so cool. Now, we've seen appliances and refrigerators on the channel like this before, where the refrigerator has black color on the inside. It's just nice to see something different. You're so used to seeing white. And so there's your refrigerator freezer. Freezer has an ice maker, of course, right there. And on the inside of the island, you have plenty of drawer space. And let's pop open one of these drawers so you can get a look. And everything here is on a soft close mechanism. Plenty of cabinet space in here. Here's your tall cabinet here just next to your refrigerator. And these, as you can see, are deep cabinets as well. And these are kind of super soft close. Look at that. All right, now the other thing that's nice is you have under cabinet lighting here on the kitchen. Nice vented hood, and the backsplash tile extends all the way up on either side of the vented hood. You have a 5-burner cooktop and plenty of cabinet space below the counter, as well as above. Your sink, deep basin, stainless steel sink is here to the right side, and your dishwasher right here. Now, what's also nice about this layout is you have a built-in oven as well as microwave. So drop a comment below. What are your thoughts of this kitchen? I like it because it's nice and open. And from the kitchen, if you are entertaining, you have this wonderful view. You can see all your guests. There's no walls blocking anybody. And you have this beautiful view out towards the Galleria. Now, before we step out on the terrace, I'm going to take you into secondary bedroom number 1. I'd like to point out that these are 8-foot high door frames. Stepping into the bedroom, you can see you have a tray ceiling, a nice sized picture window with that view out towards the Galleria. And if you look down below, and I know it's hard to see it on the video, but there's some beautiful large homes down below amongst all of those trees. This is a wonderful, wonderful neighborhood. And you have a view of the Buffalo Bayou that kind of cuts through and zigs around this part of town. All right, so let's take a look at the bathroom. I love the tile floors in here. You have quartz countertops. And down below you have shelf space, but this is also pretty cool. A lot of times where there's a sink, you don't have any cabinet space. But take a look at the design of this cabinet. It's built to wrap around the drainage below the sink. So you have plenty of cabinet space. You have a nice frame mirror. And here you have a beautiful walk-in shower. I love the full tile surround going from floor to ceiling. And as you can see, this is also glass framed. Very nicely done. And here is your walk-in closet. You do have a double door entry going in. There's a little peek to the left side. And you can see it wraps around behind the door, so you have plenty of hanging space. All right, so that's your walk-in closet. Now, one thing, I try to go through these homes and be as objective as possible. You may hear this in the video, you may not. The exhaust fan in the bathroom is attached to the light switch as opposed to having a separate switch. That is a pet peeve of mine, so I wish they had a separate switch for that. But here we are back into the great room. Let's step outside, past these floor to ceiling windows, and take a look at the neighborhood below. All right. So as I mentioned before, you can see Buffalo Bayou wrapping around to the right-hand side here. And I also like to point out, when we were inside the apartment home, you didn't hear any noise from below. So this building is very well sound insulated. And this is a nice long patio, not really enough room for a big table or anything, but you can get some small little tables, some chairs out here, and you can definitely come outside and enjoy the view. All right, so let's go back inside. All right, now when you come into the apartment, if we had went to the right, which now we're headed to the left, you have secondary bedroom number 2. And just adjacent secondary bedroom number 2 is a full bathroom. Same setup as far as the cabinetry and the countertops that we saw in secondary bedroom number 1. And here you also have a walk-in shower with your full tile surround. All right, secondary bedroom number 2 is right here. Same view as you have from the great room out towards the Galleria. You have another tray ceiling. And one of the really nice, cool touches they did here is they did a built-in wardrobe set of cabinetry. So let's start here. And very nicely done. And I hope this picks up on camera, but the bar where you would hang your clothing has LED lights that are built in with a sensor, so it will light up as soon as you open the doors. Let's see if we can catch it on the right-hand side. There we go. So that's a first on the channel. I haven't seen this done in any of the high-rises that we have filmed. And then obviously you have 6 drawers down below. So for a secondary bedroom, whether you utilize this as a bedroom or as maybe an office or a workout room, this is nicely done. All right, next up, we're gonna go into the primary bedroom. All right, working our way towards the primary bedroom, you have another nice tiled accent wall here. And here is your primary bedroom. So I like how this floor plan lays out because all of your bedrooms have a view towards the Galleria. Now here you don't have quite floor to ceiling windows, but they are plenty tall enough. So I definitely call it a picture window. You have a tray ceiling at the top, but the primary bathroom here is absolutely beautiful. So let's step inside. You also have a very nice walk-in closet. All right, so let's start with this tile wall here that goes from floor to ceiling. Definitely a nice touch. Behind this door here is your water closet. And even that is spacious. A lot of times these water closets are very narrow and very shallow, and you close the door barely, you have to move your knees out of the way. But folks, take a look at this bathroom. You have dual vanities, plenty of cabinet space. I love the down lighting as well as the sconce lighting, and frame mirrors and a herringbone pattern surround tile that wraps around your mirror. What a nice touch. You have a very large walk-in shower, glass framed. And take a look at this. Not only do you have a rain head, you have the normal shower head, and you have a handheld. And in addition, you have a mud set tiled floor here. I really like the presentation. And then just put yourself right here in this soaking tub, stand alone, glass of wine. You have a tray ceiling above with another nice light fixture. You have floating shelves here, also with that herringbone tile. I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Could you see yourself just chilling out right here, taking in the view, unwinding from a long day or a long week? This is a nice, nice floor plan. All right, now to cap it off, you have a nice walk-in closet. And they separated it, so it's kind of set up for 2 people, whether it's his and hers or a partner situation. But here on the left, you have all of these built-in cabinets as well as drawers. Nice framed mirror here. Let's take a look at these drawers. So there's a nice cabinet system. And here on the opposite side, let me step back a little so you can get a better view. You have the taller cabinets as well as the drawers below, like we saw in secondary bedroom number 2. And you can see how that bar illuminated as soon as we opened up because of the sensor. Now on this side here, you have more hanging space. And you have shoe space below, or if you need to sit down for some reason, there's a bench, if you will. You also have this area here. So whoever has this side of the closet is definitely well taken care of. All right, now that's not the end of the closet because you have this additional side right here. So tons of hanging space. I like the fact that they put a shelf at the top, so if you need to put some shoes up high or hats or what have you, you have extra space. All right, so that wraps up the first penthouse we're sharing on the tour. Once again, this was 2,412 square feet, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, currently listed for $12,500. It is unit number 4003. And folks, remember, if you are looking for your dream apartment in the Houston area, whether you live here or you're relocating, which most of my clients who reach out to me from seeing YouTube are coming from other states, definitely go to my website, apartmentguruhtx.com. Fill out the form as to what you're looking for and let me go to work for you. My services are 100% free to you. So don't sit there looking at apartments.com and wherever else. Reach out to an expert in the area of Houston who knows all the different pockets in town, knows pretty much all of the buildings, and I have filmed quite a few of them. So let me go to work for you. I'd love to make you a client and help you out. All right, next up, we are gonna go to penthouse number 3, which is really quite amazing, so stick with me. All right, next up is penthouse number 4002, also known as penthouse number 3 as far as the floor plan is concerned. This is also available on the 39th floor. Now this is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,975 square feet. Folks, nearly 3,000 square feet of apartment home all on one floor. There's so many single family homes out there that are not even 3,000 on 2 stories. So this is quite a spread. Now stepping into the entry foyer, you have a drop ceiling at the top with a nice light fixture. You have that herringbone pattern accent wall here with the down lighting. Here immediately to the left is your coat closet. Spacious enough for a coat closet. You have a second accent wall here, and at nighttime, this must really look nice. All right, now the highlight of this is obviously the great room, so we're gonna head here to the right and point out a couple other things first. So for starters, you also have 8-foot high door frames. This is secondary bedroom number 1. And you have a nice view, a floor to ceiling window. And we folks are on the corner of the building. So when we get into the great room, it's quite spectacular as far as the vantage points. All right, and this bedroom has a small walk-in closet. And you have shelving and rods up and down. All right, opposite from secondary bedroom number 1 is a full bathroom. And this one has a walk-in shower. And like the other one we saw, you have a full tile surround from floor to ceiling. And this bathroom also has your linen closet. So plenty of cabinet space there and shelving space. All right, now directly across is your primary bedroom, and you'll see it is on the corner. And walking in, nice tray ceiling. And look at the height of the ceilings in here, folks. These have to be, my guess is these are 11-foot high ceilings. They may be higher than that, but very nicely done. Look at all of the windows wrapping around here. And this has a balcony you can step out on. And now you can see from this side, you can see how the bayou wraps around over here. A lot of people cycle, walk their dogs, get some exercise in below. This is really one of my favorite parts of town. Great access to the freeways, close to downtown. Now, the other thing that they've done nicely here is a lot of times people say, oh, where am I gonna put my dresser of drawers and cabinets and so forth in the bedroom? And you can still do that here. There's plenty of room, but they also were very thoughtful in the design, and they did the built-in cabinetry here. And you can see that this is on the same system with the sensor, so it illuminates when you open the doors, and you have your cabinet space below, your drawers there. All right, stepping into the primary bathroom, you can see right here you have a very nice size walk-in shower. There's a bench. And at top, you have a rain head. You have your normal shower head as well as your handheld. Mud set floors, and it is a full tile surround from floor to ceiling. So that's nicely done. This bathroom, compared to the other penthouse we saw, you have your vanities or your sinks on opposite sides of the bathroom. Some people like that setup better, but you do have a vanity here with a mirror, some sconce lighting. You also have that accent wall with the herringbone pattern. And here's your opposite side with your other sink. And your soaking tub. Can't forget that. So drop a comment below. What are your thoughts of this design floor plan so far? Now let's step into your primary closet. Initially walking in, you have very large drawers here. So let me pop one of these open for you so you can see. It's wide and they're fairly deep. Plenty of shelf space going around as well as hanging space. And this closet is really designed nicely for two people to take advantage of it. Now, it wouldn't work for my wife because she has to have her own separate closet. All right. So there you have your primary closet. All right, so next up, we are gonna head towards the great room, so stick with me. All right, so stepping into the great room, I mean, what can I say? This space is absolutely expansive. All of the windows here in the corner wrapping around. This is gonna give you in the ballpark of 270 degrees of views of Houston. To the left, stepping in, you have a wet bar, floating glass shelves, a nice mirror, which even makes the space feel even larger. You have a wine refrigerator as well as your sink there. Huge space. Highlighted by this beautiful fireplace. And I'm pretty sure that is a marble mantle wrapping around this fireplace. Very nicely done. You have your outlets in the wall so you can mount your TV right there. And this fireplace is bookended by two really nice floating shelf areas with cabinetry. As you can see, you also have a terrace here or balcony. I won't spend a lot of time out here, but you get an idea of your view. But the windows are what does it for me. Imagine all of the natural light. You can see it in here. And today is actually a gloomy day. I wish it was a nicer day to film for you all, but you get the idea. So that is the Galleria area straight ahead. That tall tower right there in the middle. I think it's called Williams Tower. Very famous architect did that. Is responsible for quite a few of the high rises throughout the city. But look at the size of this room. It's absolutely massive. All right, large kitchen island. I like the fact that you have a sink not on the island, but what you do have on the island is you have a nice 5-burner cooktop. You have the vented hood that is suspended from the ceiling. Built-in oven and microwave. Tons of cabinet space. And I mean, no matter where you're at in this kitchen, if you're standing here and you're washing dishes here, you have this beautiful view. If you are entertaining, you have a nice view going that way as well, but it's just nice and open. All right, and then on the kitchen sink side, you have your dishwasher right here. And you also have your beautiful JennAir built-in refrigerator and freezer. Okay, so that is your kitchen. Now, just off of the kitchen is an appliance pantry. And we're seeing these in a lot of the custom homes that we're filming. My wife in particular does not like to have toasters, blenders, things of that nature on the main part of the kitchen countertops. So whenever you can have a pantry and you have this spacing in here, you can put all those appliances back in here. So here, more cabinet space and more countertop space in here, and you can hide things away quite nicely. Now, to the left of the kitchen, you have secondary bedroom number 2, and this has an ensuite bathroom. Now, this is a tub shower combination, but I do like the fact that they put beautiful floors in here, and if you notice, the floor tile is the same as the tile surround going up in the tub shower area here. And the other nice touch with this is you have this little space here. A lot of times these are just completely open, so it feels like it's framed. It's just a different type of presentation. And this bedroom is decent size, and you have that same view towards the Galleria, tray ceiling as well, and a pretty nice size walk-in closet for a secondary bedroom. All right, so that is the largest penthouse. Once again, this is unit 4002. There's also one of these available on the 39th floor, and they start at $13,750. So I imagine that is the price for the 39th floor. This one on the top of the building on the 40th is going to be a little bit higher. I don't have the exact price, but once again, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,975 square feet on one level. And this is what high-rise living is all about. That wraps up this latest episode of Inside Houston Real Estate. Kindly consider subscribing to the channel, hit that like button and the bell so you get notified when I release new videos like this each and every week. And I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below. What are your thoughts and what were your favorite features about these two amazing penthouses? I want to give a huge thank you to the leasing staff here for allowing this tour to take place. And as always, if you're looking for your dream apartment or dream home here in the Houston area, reach out. My contact information is below. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.